The Mentalist is known for its great plot twists, its unpredictable resolutions that leave the viewer speechless. But one moment stood out in particular. When I realized what was going on, I wasn't just speechless. I was shaken to my very core. Because this wasn't just a plot twist. It was one of the most disturbing examples of psychological manipulation I had ever seen. Kristina Frye describes herself as a spiritual medium who can communicate with the souls in afterlife. She has a good heart and takes her gift very seriously. She would never take advantage of that for her own benefit. Kristina is kind of a mix of Lisbon's moral compass and some of Jane's abilities. If Erica Flynn is the yin, Kristina is the yang. But unfortunately, she made a huge mistake. Live on TV, she called out Red John himself. She said that he was a tormented, lonely soul, and that she could help him. Up to that point, Jane was the only person who did something similar, and Red John responded with brutal revenge. He took Jane's wife and daughter from him. A few seasons later, James Panzer, aka the San Joaquin Killer, made the very same mistake. He mocked Red John live on TV, and he had to pay with his life. Kristina did tell the truth about Red John, but she overestimated her abilities, thinking she could genuinely help him, and she underestimated how evil Red John actually was. Just because it's true doesn't mean that Red John won't feel humiliated, and therefore take revenge in some form. Kristina then was abducted, and for several episodes it was unclear what happened to her. When I watched it for the first time, I expected the usual outcome when Red John is involved. I thought Kristina was dead, probably eliminated in some brutal way as a warning to everyone else not to challenge Red John. But it turned out completely differently. After almost 3 episodes of uncertainty, at the end of an episode, Brad Stiles gives Patrick Jane a location as a thank you for his help. The CBI storms the house and they find Kristina. Physically, she seems completely healthy. Except the IV site on her arm, she looks completely normal. I mean, the fact that she was still alive was surprising enough for me. But shortly after, it became clear that something was off. Kristina was physically alright, but she didn't react to anything. She didn't even say one word. She merely stared into space. Even when she was brought into the interrogation room and Jane tried to have a conversation with her, she just kept staring into space. The other characters were as clueless as I was. Even Jane didn't know what was going on. Until Rigsby gave him a hint. He grabbed a candle and started a séance. Then this happened.
I can hear you, Patrick.
Well, thank you. Thank you for speaking with me.
The moment I realized what was going on, I was shaken to my core. Red John made Kristina believe that she had already died. He manipulated her into believing that she was a spirit wandering through the afterlife. And the only way someone could contact her was through a séance. The idea of someone believing that they are dead while actually being alive is terrifying. I vividly remember the moment of realization and how uncanny it felt. A genuine moment of horror. Manipulation and treating people like chess pieces are the very heart of the Mentalist. It's basically the USP of the series. But most of those moments triggered feelings of relief and joy. It was more like, Jane did it again. But this time, Kristina, one of the most likable characters in the series, became the victim of what I consider the most disturbing act of manipulation in the entire show. Red John eliminated her, but her heart is still beating. This happened early in season 3, and for me, it's the most memorable moment in the whole series. No other manipulation came close to this moment. Making someone believe that she's already dead is truly terrifying.